See the stream.
The looper was silently going, wasting precious, wasting precious. Like, it was recording something we said, and it was just looping it over and over.
Wow. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I'm just going to leave it like this so it doesn't... Because the kick and the snare isn't... They're not working for some reason. I don't know what the hell. I have to look at the product manual or something. Oh, we're live. We should
read the directions.
Let me get some music for people.
The diggity directions.
We gotta hear some sweet RPG Maker music. RPG Maker music.
Skepsies, we'll be here when you get back.
Brought to you by
Let your doggy have a dookie. And come join us. I would not want to own a dog if I had to take it for walks.
Okay.
Because I'm lazy.
I got the tweets out. We did the tweets. Tweedledee, tweedledee. And now we need to discord. Don't get scared, get discord. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bam. What do you think of my new thumbnail, T?
I think it's slick. I like it.
I worked on it today.
I like it a lot.
I was like, I want to make a new one. We've been using the same one for like 3 weeks. Well, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. I don't know. And I was like, you know what? It's time to just make a new thumbnail. So, I got the good stuff. I put the good stuff in it. And then I did some of my own little secret tricks. You would think that I spent a lot of time on it, but I only spent like 15 minutes on it.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Barrel Claw. I'm the type of person that doesn't like to get up and go to the bathroom for myself because I've got better things to do. I definitely wouldn't want to have a dog that relied on me to take it outside to go to the bathroom. Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
How's it going, Skepsis D? How are you doing?
I'd have to live in the woods.
Warp Enigma, it's good to see you there. Hey, Blue, how are you doing? Blue / something in Hiragana. I don't know. Something in kanji. Levi Des Forges Moxon, thank you so much for being here.
I shouldn't be drinking.
No, you're not late. We just started. We literally just like started a minute ago.
I shouldn't be drinking hot coffee. You want the rest of my coffee?
I'll have a sip. Is it still hot? Oh,
yeah.
Just get this up in there. Oh, can you
I
guys
should
hear
get ice water.
Oh, that's so good. All right. Okay. Damian Floyd is here. What's up, dude? How are you, man?
It means blue in Japanese, so his name is Blue/Blue.
Hey, that's got him.
It's very blue.
Vero Claw, how you doing?
Are you a boy? Are you a boy in blue?
Thank you, Vino. Thank you. How are you doing today, Vino? We all good over there? Are you getting, how's your games? You have 2 games in MV you're working on before you start MZ. How are they going? Stoneworks? Did you just, like, say it's done now? I would just be like, it's done, it's good enough. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta move on with my life. Can't have you dragging me down, Stoneworks. I love another game now.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Old games start to get like haggish.
I'm leaving you for a 5-year younger engine. It's so hard. Say goodbye to MZ. MV. MV. See, I've been saying MZ so much now that I can't even say your name anymore.
We're doing MZ speculation and discussion about new information.
Hey, we've been going for a little while. Let's actually start a video. How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and I'm joined with my beautiful, lovely, talented wife, T.
What's up?
Today is another news for MZ Day, and we get our preview number 3. We're gonna look at RPG Maker Web Forums post and go over what we already know, as well as the new stuff that got dropped on us today. It's gonna be a fun stream. Thank you guys for joining. Let's jump into it, and I'm gonna read it. It's not that long. It's not a huge list of release new information, but it is good stuff. It is a good release, and I love it. I actually love this this post, and I love MZ more now that I can see a few more things. So let's just read it and go through it. Last week was exciting. This is from RPG Maker Web admin. Let me put this thread. I already put it in the self promo on the Discord, links in the description, but I'm gonna just put it in the chat right here for the live, for those who are just catching it live. This is the post that you're gonna go to see on the RPG Maker Web forum. Let me get this back up here.
Oh, you guys should totally like this video and subscribe.
Yeah, please like and sub. So last week was exciting, but let's move on to something new. The character generator plugin and coding changes incoming. Let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. I realize some tracks may be a little bit louder than others. So if you can't hear my voice over the music, or if there's any issues, just please let me know. We're reading all the comments. Hey, Legions Gore, how are you doing today? Married Man Gaming, I see you there. Grandtronic 4. Yeah, so the enhanced character generator, the RPG Maker MZ character generator, on top of having all new art, has had 2 major changes to help you create the hero or villain you envision. Offset function. Now this is a thing we saw in the trailer 2 weeks ago. I'm frankly really excited about this because the generator was fantastic, a huge asset in MV, and I had to pause. You heard that? You caught that?
I did.
Shut up. I'm gonna get it right. Get it tight. But now we have this. The problem we had was we couldn't add too many new parts because they all had to be exactly lined up perfectly. And so you can quickly look at a piece of character. You can quickly look at a piece of a character and go, yeah, that was made in the generator, because they all had the same
setup
forced layout.
Yeah.
What's happening over there?
I don't know.
That is a satisfying crunchiness.
It is.
Let me just. Can you guys name
Married Man Gaming? You know why? At least for me, I can only speak for myself, but my chilledness is specifically due to sleep deprivation.
Yeah. T works on Thursdays, so she has another job, and she runs that on Thursday.
And I forgot that I work on Thursdays last night, Wednesday night, at almost 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I was just like pumped because I wasn't like ready at all to go to bed, so I think I laid in bed till 3 in the morning. And then I woke up early before the alarm went off, so I'm just batting 1,000.
It's okay, honey. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna get through this. I'm really excited today about this release. I want to talk about it.
Me
so
too.
you can just chill back in the back. If you have anything to say, you can always just cut me off and come in.
I will absolutely interrupt
you
you at least several times.
Yes, it's okay. You can do that.
And say really smart stuff.
All right.
All the smart stuff.
So back to the offset thing. This is really cool. This is a fantastic feature to have added because, well, it lets you break the cookie cutter mold. It's still going to be like you're still constrained to some things, but the proportions are way more malleable, I guess is the perfect word for it. And we're going to be able to move eyes around, the mouth around, any parts that you can put on there, you'll be able to move around. And what's so great about that is it makes it so much easier to create new parts for the generator, because they don't have to be like pixel perfect anymore. They can just be kind of close enough, and then you can use the offset to really make them come together. And then if you randomize, I hope it has a randomized thing where it will also randomize the offset, because
oh no, that would be terrible.
That sounds so fun. Oh, come
it's
on.
not possible. There's no way that's gonna happen.
Listen,
because you would have to, like, say you randomize a character and you're like, okay, this is what I'm looking for, but their eyes are like up their nose and their eyebrows are on their
then
ears.
You just manually go in and you bring down the eyes.
No, it would be so tedious and terrible. It would break randomize. It would ruin it.
No, it would just enhance randomize to a chaotic nature, okay?
No.
You have to have this chaotic random.
It can't be. I'm telling you, there's no way that's the way it is.
It's not. I looked at some of the things. In the video, you see more. It doesn't show that it randomizes all the offsets, but...
Unless... Okay, here, I'm going to qualify the statement. Unless the offset is restricted to a certain... like region, like you can only offset the mouth so much, you can only offset the nose so much.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
So much. But I would be really upset if that's the case, because then how am I going to make my derpy game?
Just listen. Think about that option for randomizing offsets, but have a checkbox underneath the offset that says randomize offset, and then if it's checked, it will randomize offsets, and if it's not checked, then it keeps X and Y to 0.
I am a huge proponent for choices, so I love this idea.
It just gives a wacky, because then you can just hit randomize with randomize offset, and your eyes are going to be on the bottom of their face and the ears, and it'll be fantastically hilarious to just make all of your characters in a hurry like that. I mean, for some fun stuff. $2 super chat from Vino. He says, hype time. Stay until the end for double nitro giveaways. Hey,
What?
Vino's going to give away some
Vino.
nitro. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Vino. You're
stick
the
around.
best. You're the best, Vino. You're the best giveaway dude, contest, game maker dude that I know.
What?
Yep.
Vino. Thank you, Vino. We'll do that towards the end. Yeah, and so basically that's that. Here's the next thing. So we kind of already knew about this, right? The offset, we already knew. We saw it. And so this isn't new news, but they went over it to...
It's not new news.
It's relevant, right? So in the next section of it, this is news to us as far as that I can tell. I didn't really notice this from the video. Maybe it was in there, but I didn't see that. More gradients. Add more gradients. Easily add more gradients to eyes, clothes, accessories, hair, or skin color. You are no longer limited to a certain number of gradients. Add a new role in the gradient PNG files, and the character generator will pull that new gradient into the generator as a new option. It's just that easy.
That is a good thing. You know why? Not because I know how to make gradient files, because I don't. I have no stinking clue.
Well, it's easy.
People that do are going to post them for free because the RPG Maker community is freaking fabulous. It's the best community in the whole entire world, and they're going to post free gradient files. And every time I tried to get my character's hair on that generator, I was like, I would rage at it because the hair, it was so stupid. And so then I'd have to go into GIMP and manually change the color of everybody's hair because I couldn't stand what was already there. So this really widens it. It opens it wide open. Wide opening.
Whoa.
Wide openings.
Whoa. Let's bring this down a notch. Let's bring this down. Let's bring this down just a hair.
Wide openings.
Whoa. What's happening here? It's getting too hot in here. Is it hot in here to you?
Yes, it's too hot in here.
All this wide opening talk is getting me heated. So all you really have to do...
I need coffee again.
What? But that's gonna make you hotter.
I know.
Go get a fresh thing of coffee and I'll share it with you if you
It's
want.
cold.
Okay.
It's perfect.
What's happening over here? I'm assuming that it's easy to update the gradients file. All you would do is look at the size in pixels, the X and Y of one of these gradient strips, and then increase the size of the PNG by making it longer, giggity, and then just add another row, right?
Or you could just wait for somebody cool to do it and put it on the forums, because they're going to do it.
Well, I'm going to do...
They're going to do it.
Do it! 20 knock super chat from Warp Enigma saying, Vino. He's just clapping for Vino. And then a $2 super chat from Benku Kane. Thank you, Benku. How are you doing today? Thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Benku. Thank you for $2, man. Thank you, Warp Enigma.
No message, Benku? He just wanted to throw a couple bucks.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the down sprites is cool. You don't have just the one where it looks like a giant head and like maybe the semblance of feet behind it. Now we get an actual like cool looking damaged character or dead character. We get cool dead people.
Ah, right.
Isn't that great?
We have.
We needed more dead people.
Well, they're not. They didn't make new dead people.
No, they're dead.
They already have the dead people. They just made the almost dead people. So like you have your regular guy and then your guy when he's almost dead.
No.
You have your
At the
dead
bottom
guy.
of this sheet, you can't see it here, but there's 3 down characters for like if your character dies in a cutscene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They made that in animation.
They made lots more dead people, and it's great.
I love it. That's
Yes.
great. I didn't know that. Why didn't they talk about that?
Thank you, RPG Maker, for making dead people.
Yes.
I thank you for that.
Let's move on. So now that you're able to add more gradients, you can essentially add any colors to any of your actor's hair, skin colors, eye colors, your clothes and accessories. You can add whatever you want. So that's going to be great for customization. I love that. It should have been a thing, and now it is. So that's good. Plugin manager enhancements. This is where the game changer section starts to happen.
Yeah, Yanfly made one comment on this on the tweeters today.
Yeah.
And all he said was game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer. Which
so
he knows.
Let me just read through it, and I'll give you my interpretation. So plugin manager enhancements. The plugin manager has also seen a few quality of life enhancements. First up, you can switch plugins off and on from the plugins list rather than having to go to the edit and switch them off. You can always right-click them and turn them off in MV, so it's not really that big of a deal. And they go on to say, not a big change, but one that can save a bit of time, and I see that. So what they're talking about, referring to, are these check marks right here. So you just it's single now. Instead of right-clicking and then aiming and left-clicking, it's just single left-click. So, I like it. I think it's good. Good little change. Additionally, in the plugin list, we now allow plugin creators to define load orders and requirements in their plugin. This is fantastic, because so many people will just get it's not working. It's because they don't have the plugins in the right order, and they also maybe don't have the right core plugin. The plugin list will then tell you if you don't have things set up right.
I'm curious. It says that it will allow plugin creators to define load orders. How will it treat those that don't have it defined? Like, will they just automatically be considered bottom of the list?
No, yeah, it won't say that it has to be above or below anything else. It'll be ignored effectively unless it's been given some instruction. I'm assuming probably at the top, when you do the hashtag, and you define all your ats and everything.
That's cool. I wonder what this wavy thing is. Like, what is that? Why? Why is there a wave in the middle?
That's
this thing, just in case people are wondering what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
What is this?
It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means, or if it's a graphical bug or something, or if someone just wanted to be creative. Like, I don't like the emptiness. Just make a wave.
And Josh is out there Fortniting.
Oh yeah. We have a 13-year-old Fortniting out there, so expect weird screechy sounds.
He rees a lot.
I don't know what they're doing out there. I don't understand all the Zoomers. So yeah, that's great. So this will help us stay organized. Pretty much. It's helping the newer people really.
Smart
the most
people
here.
Who have eyeballs that tell their brain information figured it out.
What?
It just means that like when you're doing text and you have a dot and then a dot to show that there was more text in the middle.
Right.
It's like that, but in visual style.
They're like tier 1 script, sample core script, tier 2 script, etc.
More the end.
More.
No. He's not allowed to swear.
What? What's going on?
Life is Cancer asked if our son swears when he plays Fortnite, and I said no, he's not allowed to swear.
Yeah, they're not allowed to.
If he swears, it's not within my earshot.
I mean, they have before, obviously. All kids swear.
No, my son has never swore. Ever.
I've heard him. He's mean to his friends. He's a nice boy. He could be mean to his friends.
He'll tell them.
Call them idiots.
He does.
And I'm like, Josh, don't call them names. Say they're behaving like idiots. It's so much better.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's like, quit being a tool.
Anyway, so yeah, that's a great thing. This change should make adding plugins to your game more error-free. It'll help, like I said, it's going to help the newer people more. Let's just press this.
Hey guys, this is T from T's Jam. Hey guys, this is T from T's Jam. Hey guys.
We recorded this earlier.
Wow.
And now,
how did you put me in your thing? This is T from T's Jam.
I captured your soul into my MIDI controller.
I feel violated. Hey guys, this is T.
Hey guys, this is T. I put modulation on watch.
Hey guys, this is T from T.
Okay. The fields in the plugin editor have had a few changes, letting plugin creators put their author name, and the new thing, I didn't see this before, they let you put a hypertext link in there so you can add a URL.
That's awesome. I like that.
I do too. That's cool. They could
that's
just
a really good update.
Yeah, just click here to see all my plugins.
Yeah, because generally people are too lazy to go into Google and type in a name to just see what the creator is all about.
It sounds ironic. It sounds like you're being sarcastic, but in reality, that's
true.
It's the truth. It's not sarcasm.
I'll admit that about myself.
Things,
I will avoid it if at all possible.
This happens every day. Someone will ask me a question in the Discord, and then I go right to Google and I type in 5 keywords. It's the top thing. I copy link and I paste it in the Discord for them, and they'll be talking about it. And if they can't figure it out within a minute, I just Google it for them. And I do this every day for somebody different, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Google is your friend. If you need information, Google's a very smart fella.
He smelled fart. Event plugin command power up. This is the money here. So this makes it so much cleaner and easier to use. So one of the hard things about making plugins is teaching people how to use your plugins, because in some instances you make this pseudo language, you're defining all these aliases, and you have to have an extensive help file for people to even understand. They have to read it and then mess with it to try to understand, or watch a tutorial, which is why I've had a lot of success with tutorials, is because it's hard to learn all of the plugins and everything and all the ins and outs. This is going to make it easier on the end user. So this is great for plugin developers, but really it's great for the end user more than the plugin developers, because it's going to simplify what they're trying to do. If they had a new plugin, they would click on this button. But because let's look at an MV. Shut up.
Something.
Shut up. Let's look in MV how a plugin command. It's a small little box, right? It's like a little pop-up box, and look. This is plugin command.
Yeah.
You see? So everyone's like,
it's so small and sad.
It's very sad.
And if you accidentally put a space at the beginning of your plugin command, it can mess it up. If you don't put like the right capitalization, if you misspell anything even slightly, it's not going to work.
That depends on the plugin.
And then you go onto an RPG Maker forum and you screenshot everything and show everybody your silly mistake, and they have to answer for you because you forgot syntax.
I did the move of window back and forth thing again, and it closed not closed, but minimized all of my windows.
Shaking that minimized all your windows.
Yes.
That is insane.
Yes, that's what happened. That is exactly what had happened right now. All of my windows went down because I went shaky left, shaky right too fast.
You know, I didn't even know that was a thing because I don't tend to shake my windows, but Drifty shakes his windows all the time. He's a window shaker. He'll just be sitting there doing stuff on the computer, and then you hear him go, "Ah!" Not again.
Windows. So they'll be able to now, instead of just putting in a piece of code and a space and a number and a space and another parameter, and because before, that's how it was. You saw how we just did it. You'd go here, plugin command, and you type in like do thing X, and then you have to put in I want 15 frames of it, and then the 5, and then the speed is like 60.
.. alpha bravo.
This was a plugin command before. It would be like that, and then but now with MZ, let's go back to the page so we can go over it. The plugin command will look like this. So you don't have to type anything in and figure out what number's what. You select the plugin that's got the command name, the plugin command. I'm assuming how they're doing it is they're going to load it into the plugin manager. So when you load the plugin manager, this will be updated.
It's so beautiful. I want to turn it into a bumper sticker and stick it on my car.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I should just make a bunch of MZ bumper stickers and stick them all over my car.
I don't think that you can do that legally. There's probably a copyright infringement somewhere in there if you were to make merchandise.
I'll make sure to credit MZ.
No, you can't. You can't. I don't think that works like that. So then you select the command name, and then you have all the arguments for that command name in that plugin. And
you know what would be even better than that?
What's that?
If I got, those old-timey cards, they were like speaker cars. If I got one of those giant bullhorns and just played default music all around town, everywhere I went. Yes. Time to upgrade my car.
So this is great. This is great for the plugin developers, but also great for the end user because of its simplicity, and everything is spelled out in front of you so you can see what you're doing. I love it. It's great change.
Yes, good change.
These new changes to the plugin manager and the plugin event command will make using plugins to enhance your game a breeze. Now, I don't believe that line, that making a plugin is not a breeze to most people.
Oh, it says using plugins.
Well, let's see. These new changes
doesn't say making plugins, it says using.
We'll make using plugins to
Yeah.
enhance. Okay, I was distracted because I'm still bringing up all my windows. Windows! Damn you!
Stop shaking your windows.
I know, I gotta stop doing that. Because every time another song comes on, I'm like, is that too loud? Can people gonna? I know I've been traumatized from my 2015, 2016 videos where the music's way too loud and all the audio's in one speaker.
I'll make sure Drifty does that, Vino. Don't worry.
Also, Drifty looked at Discord PM for image for the final paragraph on the announcement.
Not yet.
Got from a JP site. Okay.
Wait until you're on the final paragraph.
Sure, okay.
The final paragraph.
It's the final paragraph.
Yep.
Na 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 na. Rebuilt core engine, editor, and player. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rebuilt. We gotta turn this up. Rebuild. 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 Rebuild.
I love how it's got my clapping in the background.
Rebuild. And speaking of plugins, let's talk about code! RPG Maker MZ has reworked the code for almost every part of RPG Maker, from game engine, the player, to the editor. Game engine code entirely rewritten to follow current JS standards. So they've updated it to ES6. We're going to see more use strict and that sort of nonsense. And I don't say... It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. And it's probably... This is definitely for the better. Mm-hmm. Pixie has also been upgraded to, what are they using, Pixie 5 now? Were we using Pixie 4 before?
Yeah, Pixie 5, which apparently, I don't know anything about Pixie, but I mean, I guess, okay, I do. I know what libraries are, and I know how awesome they are, but apparently Pixie 5 is better than Pixie 4, so cool. I have not learned Pixie yet, which is a shame.
Well, we've looked at it. We've looked at the code for Pixie and like what you can do with it.
In order to really learn a library, you have to use it.
Yeah.
So I have to make something with Pixie,
right.
And then I'll know it.
Yes, and I agree with you completely right there. You can look at it all day until you use it in a practical application. You don't really know it.
Yeah.
You think you do, but you don't until you actually use it for something. Mm-hmm. And you'll see that you don't always know what you think you know.
Apparently, one of the
when
pluses
you're trying to teach it
to Pixie 5 over Pixie 4 is they have layers. Apparently, Pixie 4 didn't have some kind of layer capability. So Pixie 5 has a Z layer capability that Pixie 4 didn't have, which is always fine by me because layers are amazing. I love layers.
Rebuild. Yeah. It starts with a rebuild.
Oh, I was on phone with customer service the other day. I was on phone. Phone is my friend.
Phone.
But anyways, the tech service guy the whole time was like this. I was trying not to laugh the whole time. He was cracking me up. From beginning to end, he's like.
He had like a headset in his mouth. Do you have that thing where it bothers you?
No, it made me want to laugh.
But
I thought
some people
funny.
would be like, "Oh, could you just stop it?" Game Player Framework, Chromium, and Node.js have been updated to latest versions. So that's great. That's just everything is getting up to date. Having Node.js up to date is great as well.
Yes.
I love Node.js.
Node.js
it's such
awesome.
a cool like runtime environment.
Absolutely.
That's so you can put it on your website and stuff. It's fantastic.
Chromium apparently is good too, but
I never use Chromium.
I use Firefox, so I use their thing.
Yeah, I don't really care for Chromium. Miss me. Editor has been rewritten for the latest Qt engine for modern hardware.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't know what that means.
So, QuickTime event.
Does anybody know what that means? Can you tell me? What is this QTE engine stuff?
The only thing I know about QTE is QuickTime event.
I don't know.
Qt web
That's
engine.
not it. It's QTE. Is that the same thing?
I don't know. Qt engine. Yeah, I think so because it's a web engine, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Never heard of it before in my life.
Yeah, so this is their web engine. They're just updating all of their APIs and all of their, everything they're importing. They're getting the most recent version of all the things that they need, which, we have to do that from time to time on Cyberbarian. We have to re-download Discord.js and get everything updated. What does this mean for the average user? Everything will run more smoothly and with less hiccups because everything is going to be more recent
Yay.
and current.
I hate it when I get the hiccups.
Update core script menu command. No more confusing copy-paste process when RPG Maker has an update to update your projects. This is big for a lot of people. This one is just a quality of life upgrade, but a much needed one nonetheless. When RPG Maker upgrades, all you have to do to upgrade your project is open game and click on update core script, and boom, you're done.
Boom.
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 Hey, forget about it. Hey,
Boom.
Christopher.
Boom. Oh, wait.
Christopher,
I got
walk
it.
in. Walk in here.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Hold on.
Boom.
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 That's great.
Boom. 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 Wow, that's pretty good. Lily made an amazing sound the other day. I wanted to make it into a song.
Boom and stuff. Okay, so Vino had something else to look at, right? Is that what you're saying? That's
Yeah.
the end of
so
the.
open the chat with Vino.
Okay. This one?
Yep.
Are we good to show? What's
Hold on, let me double check real quick.
Boo, 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 boo,
Let me look real quick.
boo, 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 boo. Well, I already showed it, so let me just rewind if you.
Okay, Mr. Not Patient. Yeah, so this is in Japanese, but it's a thing.
This is the core file updater that was shown on the JP site. So you can, it shows your version. I can see here it's showing your version without a drop down. So it's just showing what your current version is and then giving you a drop down option to update to the next version.
Does that mean you can roll back?
I don't think so, because you can see that your version right here, it all depends on if you're able to select a lesser number from the drop down.
That's why I'm curious.
Say you go to 0.9.1 and then it'll go here and say 0.9.1, and then the drop down, will it also show 0.9.0? You know, hey, bring me back, so I don't need to install 2 copies to run other people's games and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean
that's a plus.
Yeah. And so basically that's it. And we had half an hour show.
Does anybody else know any other juicy information that we didn't hear? Any comments from Touch Fuzzy that we didn't see maybe, or
I'm gonna read some chat because I was kind of stuck on getting this, etc. Load orders are much needed, says Sweet.
Wacky, wavy, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Auto-tune clapping is so 2020. MZ is distracting me with all the cool stuff. It's cool stuff. Words, says the Cloud Wolf. Thank you for tuning in, Levi.
Blue, ask that question on the Discord. Go on the Discord, man.
And Cloud the Wolf.
Ask the question. As far as I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not aware of one.
What's the question?
I think what you're looking for is is it heat distortion kind of thing that you're looking for?
Man, I have more delay on the comments than you do.
Yeah, I have better comment section than you.
That's strange.
Get good, scrub.
Blue says, guys, is there any way or any plugin so like how I have shake screen to have wave screen? You mean like a filter? You're probably talking about a filter, yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking he's asking for heat distortion, which I've seen people do before. If you're in a lava cave and you want the air to be waving,
You could put that. You can make that happen. Pixie can do that. Pixie 5 can make those types of filters. And then we have a new particle engine to play with. Shit, you can do all kinds of graphical things.
Yeah. Reach for the stars.
Reach for the lights in the sky nights.
I was going to put a meme on the Discord yesterday, I think, and it was Reach for the Stars. And it was this dog with 2 legs trying to walk around. And at first I was like, oh, that's funny. But then the more I watched it, the more sad it became. And I had to delete it from the Discord because I was like, that's not funny. That's sad.
Now I'm just going to scroll through the forum and look for any questions that Touch Fuzzy answers. Do you guys have any?
Oh, we have some new news, by the way, everybody.
Oh, yeah, we
this
have
is
to talk-
exciting.
That's why I have it here.
Dejica has decided to take your entries from the Ultimate Effectseer Animation Contest and package them in a free DLC that'll be released with MZ. MZ? Yeah, MZ. Yeah.
MZ.
So check it out. If you don't want that to happen, there is an opt-out option that Drifty's going to explain right now.
So all effects submitted to the contest will be featured in a free official DLC to be included with MZ. So you're all going to be a part of something that was posted by Dejica, but at the bottom, credit for each effect included in this pack will be given. You may choose to opt out of including any or all of your submission effects by commenting here. So if you don't want to participate and you make something and maybe it's for your game and it's really, really something you don't want other people to use, so you don't want it to be part of this free DLC, but at the same time you want to participate in this contest,
You can opt out.
well, you can still do that. And to do that, you just participate like normal, but you're going to click down here at the bottom. It's also in the community. You can click on the thing from the community, right?
Right. Yeah, you can get there straight from community.
But we put it right on the main, a link right to it from the main thing. And all you have to do in here is type opt out.
Well, you have to type the title of your submission as well.
Right. Opt out the spinny, flashy cactus
Yeah.
animation, or whatever you called it.
So if you do that, then it won't be included in the DLC.
Right,
If you don't want it in there.
we'll use this as a reference when everything gets packaged up and yeah, there you go. So now you guys know about a new cool thing. So whatever you include, we'll have
It'll be part of a
It'll be
DLC that's packaged with the engine.
it'll be part of a totally free DLC that's put out officially, and everyone will, it'll be widely distributed. So, which will be great.
Here's the thing, St. Griffin. Somebody can take your animation, put it in Effectseer, and then change it to the way that they want it. So, like, you're providing a base for people even if they don't use your exact animation.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I find that to be quite cool and awesome. And can I say cool one more time?
Frank Weber, as long as you put the correct Effectseer file and any textures that are needed with it in a zipped folder, we should be able to view it with the software. We shouldn't need instructions.
Excuse me. I'm dying here. It's like 100 degrees.
Yes, it is 1,000,000 degrees. I tried this jank thing where I put a little fan up on the dresser and a plate with some ice cubes.
You have like a little mini swamp cooler over
Yeah,
there.
it's not very effective.
Wow, I'm dying, apparently. So that's basically it.
Yeah, Frank Weber, you have to make sure that we can just play it in Effectseer. It has to be playable in Effectseer for the contest.
And for those who don't know, the prizes is RPG Maker MZ for the grand prize. Second prize, 2 unannounced RPG Maker MZ DLC packs. And third prize is one of the unannounced RPG Maker MZ DLC packs.
And the super duper grand prize is that you are contributing to the community and you can feel good in your heart.
And you got something done.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, T, I don't know what else to do. We went over all the news for MZ. Are you guys hyped for MZ? I'm still hyped, boo. I want to get it. I would love to have early access. Touch Fuzzy, when can we get that early access? Come on. Something, talk to management. Maybe we can do something. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Wow. Double ear piercing. With this setup, even though you sneezed away from the mic, it still picked it up. Apologize.
I'm allergic to the heat. It's too hot in here.
Well, I suppose we can end early today.
Yeah.
The hype train is still going. It was a good release today. A lot of good information. Obviously, it's kind of a smaller one, but it was still good news. And what if we?
I just about sneezed again, but.
Oh,
Oh, thank you,
it was
Warp.
an almost
It was
20
an
knock super
almost
chat
sneeze.
from Warp Enigma saying bless you, T. Thank you, Warp.
Is it possible to transfer your map on MV to MZ? I'm going to say probably, maybe. How's that? Do you like that answer? That's the one I got. The tile sets are compatible, so...
Probably,
I'm going to guess there's going to be a way that you can do it. It might not be as straightforward as transferring from MV to MV, but I think you can do it.
You mean MV to MZ?
No, MV to MV. Like, if you have... If you have two MV projects open and you want to copy and paste the map from one into the other, it's super easy.
But that's not what he's asking.
Yeah, he is.
No.
He's asking can you transfer maps from MV into MZ? So I don't think it'll just be a matter of copy and paste.
Did you just hear that? Okay, look, you explained transferring MV into MV. Fuck! Sorry. But he's asking, can he take his MV maps and put them into MZ? And I'm gonna say probably. And if not, someone can make an editor to take the .json.
That's exactly what I said.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it is.
No.
I totally said that. I said
you were like
probably maybe.
MV to MV, and I'm like, wait, no.
That was my second example.
Yeah. Play it back. I'm not gaslighting. This is what I hear. $2 super chat from Corey Davis saying, I'm here, what have I missed?
You almost missed the whole stream, man. We're wrapping up.
Okay, TLDR. Every Thursday we get new updates about RPG Maker MZ and what is coming for what is new. What we already knew was there's an offset so you can move the eyes and the hair and the mouth around. But now they're showing that you can add new gradient lines to the system PNG so that you can add any color gradients for the eyes and like your clothing, which is really cool. The plugin manager has been updated, so now it tells you like if you need a core script for an expansion, it'll tell you need that. It'll like at the bottom right here, plugin tier 1 script must be ordered after sample. So this is telling you have to put that one underneath it. So they've updated the plugin manager so that it's more user friendly, and it also helps the devs like explain by putting in code. What?
Thank you so much, Midnight Caretakers. He heard my whole story.
I understood. Midnight Caretakers says, hold on. 20 knock super chat from Warp Enigma. Thank you, Warp Enigma. That was what I kind of got from T.
Thank you, Warp. Guys. I didn't see that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for backing me up. Vino, you're dead to me now. No, I'm joking.
I'm on Drifty's side on this time. I hear MV to MV.
Here's the thing. I said MV to MV, but I started with MZ to MV to MZ.
No.
That's what I started with.
Objection. Check the record. Okay, this change should make adding plugins for games. So yeah, so that was done, and then what else? I'm trying to give a TLDR real quick. Now you can add a link to your website or whatnot inside the author section, so people can click on it and go to your website right from the plugin manager. I'm assuming. Otherwise, why? And then otherwise you just copy paste it. Which you could already do that anyway. So I'm assuming it's a clickable link. Then the plugin, this is a really good one. The plugin command has gone from this. Are you still here, Corey? The plugin command has gone from this little dinky window where you have to type in like keywords specifically spelled in a certain way. And then you have to remember all the parameters. Like I wanted 15 of them at the rate of 60, and then 100% of it. And like this was an old plugin command, and you're like, it's almost like a pseudo programming language in its own. So it's kind of like clunky and hard to understand. So that update was much needed and appreciated because now it looks more like this right here.
Beautiful. It's bumper sticker worthy.
And it basically shows the plugin right here, and then the name of the plugin command. So you select a plugin, and certain plugin commands will probably have a bunch of plugin commands, and then you can select what command you want it to do. And then when you select that, it's presenting the player with a bunch of parameters. Oh, it's so sweet. Isn't it so sweet?
It's like, very sweet.
For somebody who's using a lot of plugins, this is going to save that end user so much trouble. Mm-hmm. So this is really helping not only does it make it easier for the users, but the devs will be able to explain how their system works easier. So that's that.
This comment though, sweet. That is pretty sweet.
Sweet. That is pretty sweet. And then finally, we've got some core updates. They rebuilt the engine, the editor, and the player, so they're using all the up-to-date stuff. They're using Pixie 5, they're using ES6 for JavaScript. They've updated their player framework using Chromium. They're using the most recent Node.js, or at least latest versions of Node.js, which is great. They updated their Qt web engine. So they've updated all of like their APIs and all the stuff they're using to make the thing optimized. And then they've updated the core script menu command. So what this last little thing is, Vino showed us a picture, Corey. It's gonna look like this. So now when you want to update your project, you don't have to copy library files and copy an HTML or edit your .html file or anything like that. You just select the version you want to update to. You click a button, this will pop up, and then it'll show you the version you're using and the version that's available, and you just select the one, and then boom, update. So lots of QOL, quality of life changes, which we're really, really stoked about. So that's the TLDR version. Somebody timestamped the TLDR version at the beginning of the video, or when did that happen? I guess I'll do that in post.
Node.js is JavaScript. Does it use C++? No, it's JavaScript.
Node.js is a JS runtime. It's just a runtime. Like, okay, for example, this, I'm using PowerShell, but you can put this in the command prompt or anything, really. Any console. So this is a console, and when you install Node.js, it's like a runtime, so you can run programs from your computer. And that's essentially what's happening with CyberBaron here. So when I want to run I'm going to throw down CyberBaron. Okay, so I just killed CyberBaron. He died, right? And this is using Node.js. So we'll see CyberBaron is going to disappear after a second. Or if somebody tries to use him, he'll disappear. But I'm going to bring him back real quick. So to run something in Node, all you do is type Node, and then you run the code you want. So I'm going to run CyberBaron.js. I don't even actually have to type .js. But I'm going to run CyberBaron.js. And I'm going to execute this code through the runtime, the Node runtime. So it's just going to initialize that. You'll see a lot is happening. When it finishes, it's making some backups because of the code. But now it ran that JS file, and inside that JS file, we're using all kinds of other stuff, like we're including Discord.js to create a user and log in that user, and I've set it up with Discord on the developers portal so that it links and he'll be able to join and people can do stuff with CyberBaron. So this is an application of Node as well. How RPG Maker MZ is going to be using Node.js is in slightly a different way, but it's essentially doing the same thing. So if I go here, I can just be like, oh, help. And then CyberBaron will be like, blah, here's a bunch of other commands. Oh, okay, how to play. And you can see that on the console, because of the spitback that I put in the logging, it tells me when people do things. So every time I make a new command, I also put a console log out so that it tells me who did what and when. So yeah. So Node is JS. C++ is used, but that's in the Qt web engine to design it.
How many tile sets have this MZ more than MV, or it's the same? There was a breakdown in the last thread. The update number 2, I think it was. This was update number 3.
So how many tile sets does MZ have more than MV? I don't know if they have more tile sets.
No, there's a breakdown of how many MV has and how many MZ has.
I don't remember the specifics. I know that MZ has more assets in total than any other maker before it. So it's the most fully loaded engine they've ever put out.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I might be able to answer your question. Let's go here.
So when I ran that help command through Discord.js was sending that, and then Node is handling it, and I'm using Sequelize to handle. Nothing in that command was using Sequelize, but we're using SQLite 3 and Sequelize to store data into like a database. And so when I typed in help, it sent out this. So it console logged Oh shit, let's undo that. It console logged the time, the user tag, the target who typed it, and then spit out the text, check the help command. So I know when and who and what, even their ID. So I can go down into the database and even search for the ID if I wanted to find out what account was messing up. And then I'm returning a message to the channel that just spits out all of this text, right? Why we need to use SQLite and other stuff, I mean, now I'm just talking about cyberware and not even talking about MZ, but that's for when we want to search the database. Because it's like real time, it has to be able to do multiple things. Now, the best way I can explain it is, imagine you go to a restaurant and two people, and you sit down and someone's already sitting there, but the person that came before you ordered a steak, and you sit down and you order, I don't know, meatloaf or something. And so the waiter shows up and he takes the order for the steak and he takes it back to the chef. And so the chef could get started on that. And then if you don't use some sort of, what is the right word for it? Promise-based ORM, object relational management. If you don't use some sort of promise-based ORM, then what happens is, imagine that you sit down, but the chef won't start cooking your meatloaf until the steak is done. And so you end up waiting a long time, and then you can time out, and then the request can be rejected. And so with Sequelize, which is our promise-based object relation manager, what it does is it lets the waiter take both the orders, and the chef can start working on both of those orders, and then whenever they're done, they'll get served out. So you need Sequelize when you're doing something like this with Discord.
Okay, so according to the information that we have, MV had 31 tile sets, and MZ is going to have, drumroll please, 31 tile sets.
Ooh, same.
As far as we can tell, so like with the information that we have.
Same.
Yeah, it looks like the same.
Everything else got an upgrade, but tile sets, right? Is that what they're saying? I mean, tile sets got upgraded. They got changed. They're not giving you the same tile sets, but they're not giving you a larger number of tile sets than they're giving you in MV.
Right.
But here's the catch. Here's the kicker. Here's the real good part of it. You can use all of your MV tile sets in MZ if you want to, and you could probably bring your MZ tile sets back into MV if you want to. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming because they're both, what are they, 48 by 48? Yeah, that's right. Then they're probably going to be cross-compatible. I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Go to the chat with Vino to see dead people.
What? I want to see dead people.
Come on, just do it. And click on that. So here are the extra dead animations.
Oh, okay. So it's not just face down, face down, face down. It's the, oh my god, I'm gonna fall. He starts to fall and then face down. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pretty cool. That makes it a little bit more usable. That's a funny face. Wow. He's got his eyes pushed down, his mouth pushed up.
He looks intense.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Joshua talking to me through the stream. Mom, look at DMs. I need your answer. What do you want? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just let him go, I'd say. Because he's given us all the information we asked for. We got addresses, we got phone numbers, we got names. Just let him have fun. Yeah. Don't drown, Josh.
Yes. Don't drown. I will never forgive you if you drown. Some of his friends are taking him out on a boat.
For a photo of Mother Wrench feeding her young. Daniel the Cooler Daniel. All right. I think that's probably going to be where we will end the stream today.
Yes.
We went over everything we know, and then a little bit of extra talk about Node.js and other cyberware and stuff. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll be back at 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we have a first impression on Friday.
Yes, we do.
Tomorrow will be a first impression. It's Dawn Best.
Dawn Best.
Dawn
yeah.
Best made a game.
It looks really nice.
It looks good. Yeah, I'm looking
we haven't
forward to
opened the game, but from
No, I looked at it on the itch page.
Yeah, judging a book by its cover, it looks very nice.
Anyway, that's going to do it. I'm going to read the names off the chat. We'll let you guys go. Have a fantastic one. Skepsis D, Life is Cancer, JoeCow59, Axin Darza, thank you for being here. Cloud the Wolf, Warp Enigma, David Gomez, take care, Warp Enigma. Skepsis D, Wing of the Angel, Corey Davis, Sir Corith Van Davis, Skepsis D again, Skepsis D for like a millionth time. Edgar Lagsdon's Sweet, Blue, Vino, Midnight Caretakers. Thank you all for being here. If I miss your name, if I don't see you, I still appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All you lurkers, appreciate you.
Oh, hey, we're almost
Saint
forgetting.
Griffin. What?
Vino wants to do a giveaway.
Oh, wait.
How could we forget that?
Let's not forget the giveaway.
Oh
Shoot.
my gosh.
Okay.
Sorry, Vino. We are sleep deprived and hot.
It's very hot in here.
Hot.
It's hot.
So hot.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a terrible choice.
Whoa. Okay, let's pause. Let's pause our music here. 'Cause I'm sure we've got something going here.
So if you want Nitro on Discord, please comment me right now. Say me. Me.
So if you would like to win a 30-day boost Nitro Discord, I guess it's like a subscription, but you don't have to pay. You just get 30 days of Nitro on
That's
Discord
right.
for free. Links in the description below if you don't know what Discord is. It's a place where we come together and chat and send files back and forth and talk about game dev-y stuff.
It's the best place ever.
It's a good place for you to go to share your stuff and talk to other people.
So we got Warp Enigma. So far, Warp Enigma has won both. No, now Rinzel has the other
Okay,
copy.
so
Come on, we need more me's here,
Let's
people.
start a new contest. This is for 2 giveaways.
Okay, we got 3 me's.
A new contest is on the horizon. Begin the festivities.
Who wants Discord Nitro? Say me in the comments below. You got about a minute. Get to your keyboard and say me.
Okay, so who's up first?
Warp Enigma.
Okay.
So far, everybody has a 50-50 chance of getting a copy.
Let's see. Who's up next?
Rinzel.
Renzel. Who's up next?
L Games.
ELV Games.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Axin Darza.
Axin Darza.
And Sweet.
Sweet!
Who else wants Discord Nitro? Say me in the comments. You got about 30 seconds. Just comment me.
We're giving away
Life is Cancer.
We're giving away 2 Discord Nitro 30-day boosts, compliments of Vino. So just say me in the chat if you have Discord but you want to get that 30-day Nitro boost. We're giving away 2 of them, and there's only a few people interested. So let's
your
just say me
chances
if
are
you wanna
pretty
get it.
fabulous. Did you get Life is Cancer? Okay.
All right, last call. I'm gonna count to 10 or 10, 9, 8. Just say me in the chat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay.
That's a buzzer.
All done.
Just so you know. All right.
Are you sure everyone is added? Last call?
Yes, everybody's added.
You guys sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Bum ba bum bum ba bum. 7 lucky participants.
Contestants.
Wow.
Contestants.
Talk to T.
Talk to me.
Here you go. Well, you have to read it.
Oh, choose me one winner to rule them all. No, we're going to choose me 2 winners, a king and a queen.
You have to read the...
I bet I picked the best winners in history.
Here we go. King and Queen. Good odds today. Good, very, very good odds. Yep.
Who's gonna win? Sweet and Renzel.
Sweet and
Congratulations.
Renzel. All right, so all you gotta do, Sweet and Renzel, is join the Discord. Links in the description below. And once you do, you scroll down to Ninja Assassins. You right-click on the fellow named Vino. He's got a purple little diamond next to his name. He kind of magically disappeared right now. Oh no, he's back. Now he's back. Okay, so then you right-click his name, and then you click on Message.
Hey, guys, if you didn't win, keep tuning in because this is not the last giveaway we're going to be doing on our channel.
We do a lot of giveaways now, don't we?
We've been.
Compliments to the generous patrons.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. So all you have to do is message Vino, and he'll give you something to click on. He puts the link he paid for, and you click on the button, and it goes to you. It's pretty much simple like that.
Congratulations for joining the pink purple diamond club.
Nightmare X123 with a $2 super chat. So far, what has been your favorite aspects of MZ? My favorite aspects of MZ is probably the particle animator. I think that we're not having to use sprite sheets for all the animations is going to go a long way, and it's so early, and like we can't even say what it's going to look like in a few years time once we have more animations out there.
My answer is it's different, but it's also the same. My favorite thing about MZ so far is optimization.
Yeah, I don't know that, like they're saying it's optimized. I hope so, and I'll be the judge of that.
Yep, that would be my absolute hands down. I would pay full price just for a extremely optimized engine
that can run more parallels and not chunk.
Absolutely.
Yep,
that's the most important thing to me.
One of the things that really bothered me with MV is you get this screen tearing on some resolutions. So if you're walking across the screen, you have to incorporate like this smooth scrolling script, or it looks really bad. So you have to use all these little tricks to get around a few of the optimization errors that comes with MV.
Nope, I've heard there's the engine's optimized, the audio's optimized, and that is super amazing. That's my favorite feature, hands down.
Another thing about the optimization is the sound engine in MV drops out, so I don't know if they're still using the same exact sound engine, but the sound engine will drop. If you include your own background music files and you play them and stop them to quack to quack. No, if you play them and stop them too quick, then if you try to play another one right after that, it'll bork the sound engine, and the only fix is to close the executable. It's so hot in here. I'm like sweating. Executable.
Wait a minute.
You close the
executable.
You gotta turn it up if you want to hear.
Executable.
Okay. You'd have to. Only way to fix it is to close the engine and bring it and open it again. You have to close the executable file, the .exe, and relaunch it to restore the sound engine. That's the fix for MV that we have right now. A $5 Canadian super chat from Ev. Thank you for that, man. He goes, "Do you think plugins will have to be made again from scratch?"
Yes.
No. They won't have to be made from scratch. New ones will be made from scratch, but they will have to be looked at. Like existing MV plugins can't just be put into MZ. However, a lot of plugins that already exist in MV will be transposed, translated, converted.
What's the word? Converted. Yeah,
converted into the format that MZ wants. So.
Yeah.
Do you have to write everything from the ground up? No, but are a lot of people going to just write from the ground up? Yeah.
If I were converting a plugin from MV to MZ, if it were my plugin, I would probably just do it from the ground up. But the thing is you have the idea of what it is already in your head, so you could write it out.
I don't know. It depends on how many lines.
Right,
like if I had to rewrite Cyberbaron, I don't know if I want to do it from the ground up because it's got so much already put together.
How many lines does it have, Cyberbaron?
Well, we have a lot of model files and whatnot.
Right. In total,
6,
it's like a lot. 6,000 on the main file.
Yeah, almost 6,000, but it's got a lot of other files that comes with it, like specifically the exploration.
Oh, exploration's big.
Like this was made by Drag entirely. Like this whole thing is made by Drag. This code.
So that's another.
This was his baby. It's 1,400, and he's optimized it. Like if I was having to do something like this, it'd be 10,000 lines because I actually wrote like 2,000 lines for a certain command. I think it was like to sell multiples and stuff. And he fixed it in one day, and it went from 2,000 lines to like 250 lines of code. And I was like, oh, suck so bad. How do I suck so bad?
Wing
I
of
work
the-
on it for hours, and he's like, whatever.
Wing of the Angel, $10 super chat. She says, "Does MZ have a price yet or estimates?" I'm gonna guess. My personal guess is that it's $89.99. Because if it follows the past pattern, which there is a pattern, it goes up $10 per iteration.
I think the price is going to be $79.99, but I would not be super shocked if it was $89.99. I hope it's not $99.99 because it's inching too quick, too fast. But I do expect that it's going to go up eventually at some point. I think we could still get an $80 engine. So
Yeah.
$80, $90 is probably really where the spot's at. I could see it going for $99.99, but I think you would have a few people just pull away from that little $10 increase. So maybe the sweet spot is between 80 and 90 right now.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can
don't
be sure
know.
it's at least 79. Vino's right.
It's going to be at least $80. I can guarantee you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's $79.99 until I have any other information.
My guess is $89.99.
Yeah.
And I think it'll launch with a if you get the pre-order, my guess is that there'll be a small percentage discount on
They
the
did
pre-order.
that last time. It was 10%, I believe.
Yeah.
So you
Yep.
get a 10% discount for pre-ordering. They might do more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, still gonna get it. It doesn't matter what the price is as long as it's somewhere in the ballpark. Would I pay $100 for it? Sure. Would
me
I?
too.
But I think it's probably gonna go for $80. $79.99. Not everybody would though. That's what I was getting at.
Right.
Some people would be like, that's a little pricey, blah blah blah, because they just, it's $100.
What do you think is the worst part of MZ? My absolute the first thing that came to my mind is something honestly I probably wouldn't even use. I would love for the generator to be able to make tall people. And
Chibis.
it doesn't, so that makes me sad inside. But to be completely honest, even if it did, I might not use it. So I'm not one to complain. I'm not going to complain about it.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Nightmare X. What do you think is the worst part of MZ? I don't have the engine yet, so I can't say. This is all speculation. Looking at it right now, I'm speculating because they're not boasting about it. They're not bragging about it, this specific feature that I'm talking about. So this will probably also remain my worst feature from MV into MZ, and that is the way that it's ported to mobile and Android, Android and iOS. So that's the worst part for MV.
But we don't know how it's ported yet.
But that's what I
Yeah.
prefaced with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I said, look, I don't have it. I don't
Right.
know. They're not bragging about it being something you can do. So there may not be any significant improvements on that. I would love to see an easier way to port. And I've already voiced this on the forums. I think on the forums. I know I voiced it on the Discord server a few times. What the things that I would like to see the most is an easier way to package an APK for Android or something for iOS to put on the mobile store. So that, because look, the engine is perfect for a mobile phone. I mean, the processor on the phone are plenty fast enough to do this. Some of these phones now have like 16 gigs of RAM. It's crazy, They got like they're souped up, they're like baller phones, and they can run these games like no problem. Plus with the picture, one of the built-in things that used to be a Yanfly plugin, the picture common events. You know how many games you can make with just that system alone? So many little tappers, or like you can
clicker games.
Not just clicker games, but like RPGs that are like have clicker elements. Like the possibilities are fantastic for developing on mobile for the prospect of it. But here's the problem, and my worst feature, summing up my whole thought on this. The worst part will probably be the failure to include an APK packaging tool that's like native to the engine.
You know what I do hope is an improvement from MV to MZ is code documentation or commenting. I really hope, both. I really hope there's thorough code commenting and documentation.
So I don't know for sure. I did say this at the beginning. I'm going to say it at the end of that last statement. I don't know if they've added a new APK packaging tool or any other ease, like maybe even a pathomizer for people to set up their paths quicker. A fan. Not a fan. Well, I guess a fan of the RPG engine. A user of the engine. Thomas Fan, I think is his name, made a tool called Tom's Pathomizer, which I used and found extremely helpful when I was trying to put a game on Android using MV. So I know you can make it, and they just haven't done it yet and or saw it as a priority. But it needs to be, it should be. Obviously, that's a step in the right direction for getting the RPG Maker MMO, right? We want that. Everybody wants that. An RPG Maker online, the online version of RPG Maker, where you can connect to servers and people can host their games and download through like an interface and have like, did you guys see Dreams on PS4? Have that sort of like structure,
That would be
but
cool.
for RPG Maker and
Well,
for PC.
they have it on the consoles, but to have it for PC, yeah, that would
Right.
be.
Well, they don't. I'm talking one for RPG Maker.
No, RPG Maker on the consoles has that type of setup where you can share games and play other people's games.
You can get assets and change your assets.
I don't think you can change assets.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But it's set up like Dream. I doubt you can get assets on Dream either.
Well, I'm sure you can, because how are they getting all these Sonic sprites and
Oh, maybe.
you know, have you looked? They've
I
got
don't
like
know.
all of these
Gosh,
knockoff
maybe
games.
it's a store.
Well, yeah, no, because the store couldn't sell like the official IP Sonic. They're getting it
Right.
from user created stuff. You know, like they're not
How?
allowed to do it, but they're doing it, right? You know, like they're gonna make Legend of Zelda characters and put them in their game, even though it's copyright infringement,
Right.
because it's like a bullshit game. They're not making
Or,
any money on it.
here's a possibility. Maybe they got the rights to include certain well-known characters.
No.
No?
Because they're also lower quality. Like they're like very clearly user-made assets
Yeah.
of like a Sonic.
I'm curious to see how they import them then. That's interesting.
So now we're talking about a different engine, the Dream from
Yeah.
PS4. It's some of their game engine.
But anyways, people can play your RPG Maker games from the console. Like you can share them, kind of like Little Big Planet.
But is it only like cross platform? Like can you make a game in MV and then put it on that for the PS4 users to play?
Yeah, not from PC to PS4, but if
That's
I
what I
understand
want.
correctly,
That's what I want.
yeah.
Because that's what's going to unify everybody connecting to the same interface where you have cross-platform ability, because then you can tie together, you have all these niche audiences, these niche markets, put them together and watch them multiply.
That seems kind of like they would have to. I don't even know if that's even possible.
It
Like,
is
I don't
possible.
know how. I don't know how emulators are written, but if you're putting your own custom assets and plugins and things like that in, I don't see how anybody could write an emulator that would work for every game that people would make.
Well, you don't need an emulator. Where did you get emulators?
Because if you're making it in PC, you need to emulate it to run it on PS4, don't you?
No,
Or
just
not emulate it,
listen.
but you have to convert it somehow.
The PS4s and the frameworks for a lot of these now are very similar to PCs, and as each generation goes to pass, the consoles become more and more like a PC, and so eventually you're going to be able to do this, and I don't see
I
it's
agree with
very
that.
far
Absolutely.
off. We're going to have
Yeah.
an RPG Maker multiplayer like version, and who knows what we're really going to have. It'll be a while from now, but once we get the right netcode set up and the right framework, and maybe a contract with Amazon to have some hosting or something through Degica to AWS or something, then you can have some sort of online RPG Maker.
Right.
But if they decide to do it, I hope they do it right, and it's not an easy task, so I see why it's taking a long time.
Right. So the Codex is saying you can
But you
play
have to
MB games
mod
on
your
Sony, but you have
PS4?
to mod your PS4. That's what I'm saying. It's like to make it plug and play. I don't think that's like a normal thing.
I agree, Vino, absolutely. PCs are just so much better. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, we had a nice little discussion there.
Yeah.
A nice stream. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for coming to the live stream. Appreciate it. All the super chatters and Vino for giving away some nitros.
Yeah, thank you,
Appreciate
Vino.
that. Love you guys very much. I started reading off the names. I kind of got most of the way through it. The Codex tuned in. Nightmare X123 tuned in. And I kind of read most of it. Fernando Sitohang. He goes, steal the chibi actor. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that'll do it for today. We're going to be back. We'll see you guys. Hey, Justin Gibson, how you doing? I went through a TLDR like halfway through the stream. You can check that out, or you could watch from the beginning. The video should go up shortly after the live stream ends. Thank you, Damien. Any other people who I didn't mention? Thank you, Corey. I mentioned some people multiple times. All of you lurkers, thank you for being here. All of the super chatters, you guys are awesome. Thanks for contributing. If you'd like to support what we do, we have a Patreon. If you'd like us to play your game on stream, that's the reward for the $20 tier on the Patreon. All the links are in the description below. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Eastern, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be funny if we streamed at 2 in the morning, huh?
No, it wouldn't.
Where's everybody at?
I'd be like, welcome to the stream.
It would be a different stream. It would be a much different stream.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Bye.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We're going to be doing a first impression tomorrow.
Yep.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Stay tuned on the Discord for all the information related to it.
Bye.
Thank you, JL Majors, for following. Ow, stop. You gotta back up a bit. Oh my god. They're definitely gone now. Bye, guys.
Bye.